I'm Randy.
Randy, I'm Scott. Nice to meet you.
Scott, glad to meet you. What year is the car?
35.
35 Ford.
35 Ford.
35 Ford.
3-window.
3-window. And it wasn't chopped, but is it laid back? This isn't laid back at all?
The body stock.
Wow. And so I've never known this about these front trims. Is this two-piece?
Yeah, and then a lot of people don't realize that
Oh,
this comes
wow.
out
Cool.
like a
Air
VW.
conditioning.
Yeah, and then the rear window rolls down as well.
Oh, wow. And that was
That's all stock.
stock. Wow. And so how'd you find this beauty?
Up at night looking at the computer and all this.
Oh, one of those things,
Yeah,
huh?
one of those things.
Falling in love was love at first sight, huh? Where was the car from?
Up above Sac. Citrus Heights, I believe it's called. I'm just cleaning stuff up, you know. Somebody spent a lot of money on it.
The trunk's wrong. Is the trunk wrong?
That's a trunk. You could have had a rumble seat. It just depends on where you hinge it at.
So I always thought the trunks came down further.
No, that's 37.
37, okay. I know my uncle got a 40 and it only had one tail light on it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was odd. And then he went in the J.C. Whitney catalog and ordered the other tail light. That was the internet back then, J.C. Whitney.
That's right.
God, it smells fresh inside. That leather smells good. It's a nice build. You probably paid for half of what the guy has into it.
I don't think I paid half.
Man, oh,
He had a bunch of money in it, but he did a couple goofy things that kept it from running right. And I've got it running pretty good. I'm still working on it. I had to pull the heads on it and put head gaskets. I'm going to check the wiring. The wiring on this thing drives me crazy, so that's what's next.
God.
But I didn't want to get multi-projects going on. I want to get it running, and then I'm going to do it.
So that's a crankcase breather right there?
Yeah. That's where the fuel pump was, I believe. So
yeah,
it's got an electric fuel pump now. So I think that's just how they compensated for that hole in the manifold.
And that's a big ass dampener for this. Well, no, maybe not. No, it's not a dampener. It's just a pulley.
Yeah.
For the air conditioning.
Honestly, I think I'm going to pull the air off of it, get a stock radiator, put the radiator mount, and make it a little more, clean it up.
Yeah.
But somebody did a nice job with it. It's just
for the time.
More street rodding than I would have done versus a hot rod.
For the time, yeah. It's
I got something to work with.
Yeah, it's good bones. What did I put? These were rivets at one time, right?
No, that's all.
Is that
that's
what?
how it went.
Yeah, is that how it
was? A lot
was?
of people rivet them now, but back then it was the stock stuff.
And they never expected these cars to last this long.
No.
And it's a TCI frame or a stock frame?
Stock frame with a Mustang 2 front end and then parallel leafs in the rear.
And we got glass fenders, or are they steel?
It's all steel.
Yeah, you don't see much of those anymore. I like the way he did that air conditioning, though. It's kind of subtle. I mean, you can never do that really period correct, but it's clean. The I did it wheel. I got a 52 GMC Carryall on eBay right now. And, oh wow, wow. Now, I never knew they did that. The Paso like that?
You see them both ways. I'm not sure what stock was.
I don't know if it ever was.
Yeah.
I have a 90-year-old father who's an expert on everything, but I have never seen that. I know the Hudsons had them, but I didn't know this. That is absolutely cool.
And then under that little thing is where the battery and all that stuff is. So they did a nice clean job with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that really, really impressive. Is the paint got clear on it?
Yeah, it's a 2 stain. He gave me some paint to go with it, and there's several little scratches. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to touch that up or not.
Purple's a tough color,
Yeah,
man.
well, with flake too.
Yeah, that's a tough color.
I've thought about, well, a lot of the imperfections are on the fenders. I thought about, man, would this thing look good with black fenders?
Yeah, that would look good too.
I've seen them two-tone like that before, but not necessarily with that color combo.
Easy to do with the fenders coming off.
Exactly.
But it's amazing how they couldn't, the technology, what it was back in the day, that they couldn't get that one piece. I know my neighbor did a 29, and he always was trying to come up with one solution to get rid of that, and there is no solution.
Well, I filled the one on my 36.
Did it crack at all? No?
There's a guy on eBay that sells them. He's already formed them. You just lay them on
Insert?
there. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And you load it a little bit. You put a little bit of weight in it, and then you weld around it, and then
It pops back up?
it
just opens up and spreads.
It doesn't have the tin motion.
Yeah.
But there's a little filler to make it perfect, but it's a quality piece.
Yeah, but that's the solution right there, because you look at that curve on that thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's so many angles you're dealing with.
So many are filled. I kind of like the back this one isn't.
Yeah, I do too.
And I've seen a lot of guys, they'll take these running boards and they'll
smooth them out.
Well, I don't care for that so much, but they'll upholster them like white, and then they'll do that white, and it just gives it a, something different. Not necessarily white, but just
it brings it all together.
Exactly, it ties it in.
And it was always amazing how sill plates for Fords, I guess Chevy, all cars with running boards were like that.
Yeah, but I've got it set ready to put on the 36 I'm doing. Well, it gives you a way to transition. That's a big gap.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? And it reminds me when these guys used to channel these and drop them down, how that was, they would double up on those. And they would make it so the floor pan was the same, had the same hump, but it was raised, an illusion. Yeah, and it was a really good job. And that trim in the center of the dash, that's stock too, huh?
Yep.
Would it had all those gauges? That's a clock, right?
The gauges are not stock. Those are classic instruments.
It's got 350 trans.
C4.
Even better. Very cool, man.
Appreciate it.
Nice car. Yeah, I know, purple car. I saw it. I go, God, I'm trying to sell this 52, and I go, it's green, and it's a really nice green, nice street rod. But man, alive, purple would be so hard to sell.
You know what? I thought so too, but man, people come up, oh, that's bitching.
Well, yeah, it is. It's a different.
I had a hard time. I was like, man, I don't know, my.
So these are shade off?
What's that now?
The wheels are a shade off?
Yeah. I'm probably going to put some whites on it with the steel rims.
Yeah.
Just to break up the...
Yeah. But, I do think that would look good too.
But I've got a couple projects going. I'm not touching this thing until it's...
Right.
I just wanted one to drive.
And you still have the gas cap right here too. I'll be amazed.